Now on Saturday, Bernie Sanders won the contests in Nebraska and Kansas, and then on Sunday he went on to win Maine. Now, of course, mainstream media is actually not only going to ignore his wins, but they've decided that instead of just ignoring him, they're going to go on the attack. And according to Fair and Accuracy in Reporting, the Washington Post has literally made 16 articles attacking Bernie Sanders within 16 hours. You got to get a load of some of these headlines. These are fantastic. Bernie Sanders pledges the U.S. won't be number one in incarceration. He'll need to release a lot of criminals. Oh boy, that sounds dangerous and terrible, right? Oh, he's going to release criminals. Well, nonviolent drug offenders didn't hurt anybody. That's why they call it nonviolent, right? And were in possession of something that shouldn't be illegal anyway. Oh, but criminal. He's going to release a lot of criminals. You better not vote for him. Another headline. Clinton is running for president. Sanders is doing something else. What else is he doing? This is huge. Trump Sanders both using same catchphrase. Mental health patients to Bernie Sanders. Don't compare us to their GOP candidates. Here's another one. Number 5. Excuse me, I'm talking. Bernie Sanders shuts down Hillary Clinton repeatedly. I seem to remember only one instance of that happening. Please tell me about the other times he shut down Hillary Clinton, who, by the way, was interrupting him as he was trying to make a point during a debate. Interrupting people during a debate is the most natural thing in debates. It's part of debate. Anyway, here's another one. Bernie Sanders, 2 big lies about the global economy. Yeah, you heard me. Lies. Bernie Sanders is lying. He's lying. That's a pretty big fucking charge. That's not hiding a bias at all. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. Really. Another one. Despite the fact that he won the debate, 5 reasons Bernie Sanders lost last night's Democratic debate. Really, all the online polls showed that he absolutely crushed. He crushed in the debate. No. Definitively, he's lost. We don't care about the facts. We don't care about the online polling. That doesn't matter at all. We here at the Washington Post, the elite so-called liberal media, we have decided that Bernie Sanders unequivocally lost the debate, and here's 5 reasons why. Fascinating. Bernie Sanders says white people don't know what it's like to live in a ghetto. About that, ... Oh, see, he doesn't understand black people. He's saying that, whatever, right? I don't know what to do with that one. Here's another one. The NRA just praised Bernie Sanders and did him no favors doing so. Yeah, see, he's actually not liberal. He's with the NRA. Oh, when we're talking about preventing gun manufacturers from being sued for when someone who bought a gun legally uses that gun in a way that it shouldn't be used. That's like holding a car manufacturer responsible when someone takes their car and runs someone over. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm no fan of the NRA. I'm no fan of the gun lobby. But seriously, this is the most common sense thing to be in support of. Here's another one. Even Bernie Sanders can beat Donald Trump. Even Bernie Sanders can beat Donald Trump. Bernie Sanders has consistently beat Donald Trump in every national poll. Every polling matchup between the two, Bernie Sanders has crushed Donald Trump. It was only up until recently where Hillary Clinton actually beat Donald Trump. And by a very slim margin. But even Bernie Sanders, look at the implication that he's just not electable. Ridiculous. What Bernie Sanders still doesn't get about arguing with Hillary Clinton. Let me guess, that's probably one of the sexism lines again. While Obama says bank reform is a success, but Bernie Sanders says it's a failure. Look at that. He's not supporting President Obama. You should support Dodd-Frank, even though it's incredibly fucking weak. Another one. Here's something Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders have in common. And a piece of the argument that Bernie doesn't get quite right. See, look at that. Bernie Sanders, he's a conservative. He's not a liberal. He's not a Democrat. Despite the fact that he's the most liberal senator in Congress. The most liberal. No. He's not liberal. He's not. He's a conservative. He's a conservative. He agrees with Ted Cruz on something, but he doesn't quite get it right. Here's another one. Excuse me, Bernie Sanders doesn't know how to talk about black people. He's a racist. See, he's a racist even though he fought for civil rights his entire life. Got arrested when he was young protesting against segregated housing. No, he's a racist. He doesn't know how to talk to black people. And finally, and the most partisan senator of 2015 is Bernie Sanders. All 16 articles, all 16 of these headlines, right? From the time the Flint debate ended to yesterday afternoon, nothing but attack. Now, why? Why would they attack, right? Well, the Washington Post is owned by libertarian Jeff Bezos, who obviously, he doesn't want to pay taxes. He's a libertarian, doesn't like regulations. Gee, I wonder why the Washington Post hates Bernie Sanders. I wonder why the Washington Post hates actual liberals. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't guess, right? Well, if he hates progressives, right? Which apparently Hillary Clinton is, right? She's a progressive, but she's a progressive who gets things done. Why isn't the Washington Post attacking her? I mean, could it be she polls worse than Bernie Sanders against the Republicans? I mean, that would probably help Jeff Bezos, right? Having Ted Cruz or Donald Trump in the White House, or even having Clinton in the White House. I mean, it's one of the more sensible reasons to attack the most electable candidate in a general election during a primary. So you can set up Hillary Clinton to win the nomination and possibly be decimated by Trump or Cruz over Wall Street, the emails, etc. And trust me, they're not going to be as nice and cordial as Senator Sanders. And if she wins, well, more tax cuts, more deregulation. It's what her husband did. Look, Senator Sanders has none of that baggage, right? He's also got the highest favorability of every candidate in the field. He's the most honest and trustworthy, etc., etc. He is not like Hillary Clinton. And he is something that they do not want. They do not want to go up against Bernie Sanders, because especially the Republicans, because they will lose. And the establishment will lose. The media establishment will lose. So in order to stop that, they go on a blitz. 16 headlines in 16 hours, all attacking Sanders because these conservatives over at the Washington Post, they want their fucking tax cuts. And they say the media is liberal. No. They just pretend to be liberal. While they sit here and attempt to destroy the most liberal senator in Congress and the most liberal person, the most progressive person in this entire race. This is media bias.